The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And tonight will feature a high-level front-court matchup. Tough, physical play. Shaq, how did you go about establishing dominance against the best of your peers?
Well, you got to realize that nothing's going to be given to you. You got to earn it. I used to be really dirty, Ernie. Talk about their mama, talk about their sister, talk about their coaches.
What if they didn't have
a
sister?
No, you did not.
Yeah,
what if they didn't have
No,
a sister?
come on.
Listen, I did research.
Okay.
And I mastered the research.
That's
And
called
I talked about
Shaq-search?
them. Yep.
Okay.
Got in their head, Ernie. It's called Shaqacism.
Wow. Shaqacism. Well, anyone could bring the A game for, a stretch, but the truly great players, Ernie, they bring it for the duration of the game and duration of a season. So, physical play is good, but mental toughness is better.
Did you like physical opponents, physical matchups, Shaq?
I sure did. EBS, Ernie.
EBS. Oh, what's
Elbow
EBS?
sandwiches.
Oh, my God.
You had to eat them.
Eat up.
You had to eat them, meet them, and possibly beat them.
Oh, my gosh. If you're rhyming, you're on
You
time.
are absolutely on fire
Yes.
today. Here's Kevin Harlan.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We're live from the Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana, for this Pelicans home game. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. They get it back.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Evans. Passes it to Ashi. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Now here's Evans, following the miss by Chris Bosh. New Orleans moving it around. Davis with a screen on Dragic. Evans kicks to Pondexter. From 13, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Evans against Dragic. Whiteside a screen. Dragic kicks to Dang. Just 5 to shoot. Whiteside the pass to Wade. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here's New Orleans now. Evans dishes to Gordon. Davis setting the pick for Gordon. To the right side. Here's the 3. And Evans the basket on the assist by Ashe. Evans has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Heat have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Dragic kicks to Dang. Bosh the screen. Outside Dragic. Back to Wade from downtown, and he gets it to go.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
The Miami Heat came up short last season in hopes of getting back to the playoffs. Clark, their road record didn't help them much.
Yeah, 17 and 24. I don't think you can be that far under 500 on the road and hope to play in the postseason.
Now here's Dragic following the shot by Evans. Dragic, the pass to Bosch. Goes up on the high post. That's good.
I love that stroke that you saw from Bosch right there.
And how about for the Heat having the best road record of any team that didn't make the postseason in the East? But as you said, struggling on the road will sink a team battling for a playoff spot.
Heat have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Dragic dishes to Wade. Lets it fly. And there's another one for the Heat.
You know, one final note, guys, on the Heat and their road losses. They ended up going only 2-8 in their last 10 road games of the year. That was a big part of how they fell out of the 8th playoff seed.
Now here's Evans. To the inside, Ashik. And finished off by Davis.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Here's Wade. Ashik comes up with the rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time. You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Changes for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashi. Cunningham comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And Cole subbed in for Tyreek Evans. And a new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Chris Bosh. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. And Chalmers kicks to Winslow. 1:33 left to play here in the first. The dish now to Dang. And here's Green outside. Rebounded by Ajinça. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for positives moving forward.
Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the evening. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Gordon.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year. And as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Here's Cole, defended by Chalmers. Cole, the pass to Holiday. Connects on the 17-footer. Holiday's got his first points in this one.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
Now here's Dang. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
New Orleans in the lead. Pass to Cunningham. Dishes it to Cole. Pulls up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Chalmers. And another basket for Miami. It's a tie game in New Orleans. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble and fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade, and it's Green in at the three. Can't cash in from close range. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
Here's Dragic. The Pelicans make their last shot. Just 5 on the clock. Moves back up. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Whiteside.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there. Boy, last season, Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound totals, but he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
Gordon checked in for the Pelicans. Evans, a screen on Dragic. Holiday against Wade. Holiday attacking. Good D by Wade. He'd have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Banked in off the glass. Wade's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Now here's Gordon. Shot clock at 6. for the three, and he gets it to go. Gordon's got 7 points. The Heat trail by 3.
And last season, the Pelicans made it into the playoffs. I mean, could have had an easier road to get there if they were stronger against the Eastern Conference. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And Holiday has it in the corner. The feed now to Evans. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Anderson's shot is off. And the Pelicans were solid against the East, Clark, 16 and 14. But as Greg was just saying, a lot of games left on the table for him.
Well, they had the lowest win total against the East of any Western playoff team. Really, the Pelicans were lucky to get in, given how many games they gave away against the East.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul, unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of two halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
Here's Pondexter. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. On the wing, Gordon. Wade is covering. Ashik dishes to Holiday. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dragic with some nice D.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
Anthony Davis is checked in for New Orleans. And then for Miami, Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic. And so it's New Orleans with it after the miss by Luol Deng. Bosh against Gordon. Back to Davis. Pulls it from the elbow. No luck. Now the Heat take it the other way.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
Stoudemire, and that is good.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Babbitt. Pass to Pondexter. Davis kicks to Gordon. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
So for the Pelicans, Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Luke Babbitt. Cunningham comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Norris Cole in for Drew Holiday. Free throw good, Gordon. Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA, right downtown Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we are to Bourbon Street when we come here, man. But yeah, this was a fortress for the Pelicans last season as they won some big games here for sure.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And you talk about the big wins here for the Pelicans last year. How about they beat the Warriors late in the year, which was huge to get into the postseason, as well as the Spurs on that final day to fight their way into that A spot.
And, you know, the Pelicans ended 28-13 here last season. A 6-win improvement for them from the season before. They can be a scary team when this place is jumping.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
New Orleans leading by 6. Outside Gordon. Davis sets a screen, and it's Gordon penetrating and stolen by Chalmers. And oh, here we go. Chalmers has got it. The fast break chance. It's deflected. Here's Cole looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a good screen. Cannot hit. Nice D from Dang.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And Chalmers kicks to Bosch. The fader. Good. And it's Chalmers with the assist that time. And it's 7 points for Chris Bosch.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pelicans lead by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach, how happy with the team's offense and pace are you at this point?
The pace, yeah, right now. It's early, so we know they're a veteran team here at home. There'll be several runs in this game.
Coach, thank you, guys. We know they want this up-tempo.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there, it often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Leading by 4. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosch went out.
The shot blocking pair of Davis and Ashik inside. Gordon and Pondexter are the wingmen, and it's Evans in at the 1 spot. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half.
You know, Bosch was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
And both free throws good for Davis.
And how about Anthony Davis? It grew 7 inches in one summer back in high school. You know, people forget he was committed to go to Cleveland State to play point guard out of high school, but then because of that growth ends up signing at Kentucky, and the rest is history. So, I mean, you look at that 215-pound frame his rookie season, now up over 240, and that's enabled him to dominate the game even more. And I think it'll also help him improve his health. Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now here's Evans, following the miss by Chris Bosh. 5 on the clock. Evans passes to Ashik. Pulls from the top of the key, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Davis admitted he might have stayed another season at Kentucky if he'd known how NBA players would go at him physically in his rookie season.
Yeah, they look to punish him, but he's put on the weight he needs to hold his ground now. He doesn't want to get too much bigger, though. Quickness is such a huge part of his game. Doesn't want to lose that.
And so it's New Orleans with it. After Dwayne Wade's miss, the lead pushed to double digits. 11 points for Anthony Davis.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
Some changes for New Orleans. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Luke Babbitt comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Holiday in for Eric Gordon. Green, he's checked in for Miami. Outside Dragic. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Back to Wade. They set the pick. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Wade's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pelicans leading by 8. Here's Evans. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Outside Green. Wade on the wing. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
The signature bucket for him on that possession. They can get themselves in front quickly with a few more like that.
Babbitt kicks to Holiday. Anderson outside, takes a 3. Nice D from Dang. The Heat trail by 6.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
6 on the shot clock. There's Dragic with the 3. That drops. And now just a 3-point Pelican lead.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Evans dishes to Anderson. Babbitt kicks to Holiday. He feeds it to Evans. Here's Babbitt, guarded by Green. Babbitt's shot is off. Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does. And Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
Now here's Evans. Stolen by Winslow. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Now here's Wade. Defense is right there. Right side, good.
Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was 3rd most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Right side a screen. The drive by Wade. Winslow wide open, and he fires. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Stolen by Chalmers. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That's his first foul. Some changes for New Orleans. Anthony Davis comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Gordon in for Drew Holiday. And Miami also making a switch. Chris Bosh has checked in for Whiteside. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. And Cole kicks to Gordon. He dishes it to Ajinça. It's Davis on the wing. From 11 feet away. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Miami's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And here is Chalmers. He kicks to Bosh. Can't connect. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Miami ahead, leading by just 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Heat with the lead. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Miami, Dang and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Dragic is out there with Chalmers. And it's Stoudemire in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Pondexter. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Pelicans. And Miami shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Dang kicks to Stoudemire. Lets it go from 11. Pelicans with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Gordon goes in. Here's Cole. Outside Gordon. Back to Davis. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside Dang. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Stoudemire, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Cole the pass to Gordon. Outside, Davis. Davis sets a screen. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Dragic. Cole dishes to Gordon. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Chalmers against Gordon. The wide open look here for Bosh. Good. It's Chalmers with the assist that time. Chalmers has got 3 assists now in this one.
Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Evans is checked in. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Gerald Green comes in for Mario Chalmers. A nice shot by Pondexter.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Here's Dragic. Here's Bosh. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Bosh has got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Evans outside. To the inside. And Ashik kicks to Pondexter. Ashik the screen for Gordon. Pulls up, and it's blocked by Whiteside. And he's able to get it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Green against Gordon. And stolen by Gordon. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And the wide open shot from Evans. Wide open shot is on the money. Evans has got it all tied up now for the Pelicans. Bosh, a screen on Evans. Dragic the pass to Bosh. can't get it to go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He said their plan was run their offense through Anthony Davis. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Evans with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Feeds it to Ush. Now the pass to Pondexter. Kicks it to Davis. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. 4 on the shot clock. The drive by Gordon. Lets it go from 14. Another one falls for New Orleans.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Here's Wade. Dragic dishes to Bosh. Miami no good on that time either.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Evans kicks to Davis from 11 feet away, and the shot is long. The Heat trail by 4. Dragic with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Knocks it loose. Evans with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New Orleans.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Dang passes to Whiteside. Evans against Dragic. Puts up the baby hook. No good from Bosch.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Davis sets a screen. Evans goes in, up off the screen. And it's Davis laying it in.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
To me, that's a sign of a really good team, Greg, because you should always be playing against the game and yourself. I know there's an opponent out there, but when you have a lead, it's all about continuing to execute. Do what you do and stay true to that. And I like that aggressiveness and full speed ahead kind of attack that they have.
Aaron Gordon at the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. Passes to Winslow, right wing. Now here's Chalmers. D right on him. And again, it's the Heat missing. Here's Cole. So New Orleans wins it. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sidelines. Doris?
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
Playing hard, we had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard with energy. That's where it starts from. And we did a great job that night.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, amazing what can happen when you play hard.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
He definitely put in the work down low. Used his size and his footwork. Got some big-time buckets, high-percentage looks. I think he really fueled their offense with that inside presence throughout the game.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.